So, a very good morning to all of you. So, dear students, last time we have started a chapter that is rational numbers. So, up till now we have learned about addition, subtraction, multiplication of rational numbers. Now, today we are going to learn new topic that is division of rational numbers. Okay, so let us start examples one by one. Okay, so now the question is that divide the following. Okay, now our first question is divide 2 upon 3 by minus 4 upon 9. Now make it clear that here by means division. Why? Because in question it is given as division. Okay, so let us solve it. So solution equals to, first step we have to write 2 upon 3. Since it is asked to divide, so we will put here division sign, minus 4 upon 9 equals to. Now remember that we cannot use this, we cannot do any type of cancellation, either cross cancellation, okay, unless division sign is changed. Okay, so if you want to do further calculation, we have to convert this division sign, okay, that is this sign, as multiplication sign. Okay, so let us convert it. Now when we are writing multiplication instead of this division, okay, so I have written here multiplication sign. Now as soon as we are writing multiplication sign, the number which is present after this sign, okay, we have to take its reciprocal. Okay, so whenever we are writing here multiplication sign, okay, so this number now we have to write its reciprocal. It can be written as 9 upon minus 4. Okay, now it is easy for us to calculate further. Now it can be seen that whenever multiplication sign is present, we can do cross cancellation wherever possible. Now here we can do cancellation as 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. Now after this cancellation, you have to multiply this 3 with this number. Now this minus sign will go to this 2, so it will become minus 2. We have to multiply this minus 2 with this 1. Okay, so let us multiply it. Now 3 1s are 3 and minus 2 into 1, that will be minus 2. Okay, so this is our final answer. Remember that this answer can also be written as either minus 3 upon 2, or we can write that minus 4 and before the number and 3 upon 2. These all answers are correct. This one is also correct, this answer is also correct, and even this answer is also correct. Okay, all of the answers are same. Okay, now let us consider second example. Now in the previous example, okay, we have seen that the second number was sorry, the second number was a negative number. Now let us see what happens when both the numbers are negative. Okay, so our regular procedure, we are supposed to divide it, so we will write it as solution equals to minus 3 upon 8 divided by minus 5 upon 6, so that equals to minus 3 upon 8. Now remember that this division sign is present, so we have to convert this division sign or replace this division sign by multiplication sign. Now when you are writing multiplication in place of this one, okay, so I have written here multiplication. So what is the condition? That now whichever number is present after division sign, we have to write its reciprocal. Reciprocal means numerator goes to denominator, denominator comes to numerator. So it can be written as 6 upon minus 5. Okay, so that equals to, now we have to check whether we can make any cancellation or not. So no cancellation is possible between this 3 and 5, but we can do cancellation between this 2 and between this 6 and 8. What type of cancellation will be there? So 2 3s are 2, 4s are. Okay, now we have to multiply this minus 3 with this 3. Okay, so minus into plus, minus, So minus into plus, what we have written here, minus, and then 3 3s are, so that is 9. Now in denominator you will get plus into minus, so that is again minus, and 4 5s are, so it is 20. Now it can be seen that both the numerator and denominator are having same sign. So we have learned that in a rational number, if numerator and denominator have same sign, they are positive rational number. So the given number can be written as 9 upon 20, and this is our final answer. Okay, now let us see next example. Now next question we have that divide 8 upon minus 9 by minus 16 upon minus 7. So again same condition, it can be written as 8 upon minus 9. Now as it is asked to divide, so we will write a division sign. Now by what number you have to divide? So remember that these both numbers, minus 16 minus 7, they both are negative. Okay, so we have learned that if numerator denominator have same sign, it can be written as positive number. So we can write it as just 16 upon 7, okay, equals to, then our regular procedure 8 upon minus 9. Now instead of this division we have to write here multiplication, and we have learned that when we are replacing this division by multiplication, the very next number we have to take its reciprocal. So what it will become? Now 16 upon 7 will become 7 upon 16. Okay, now we have to check whether we can do any cross cancellations or not. So yes, we can do it. What type of cancellation is there? So 8 1s are, 8 2s are, then else we cannot cancel these two numbers, so it can be written as, now our next step will be 1 into 7, so that is 7, then now minus into plus, minus, and 9 2s are 18. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, now let us move towards next example. Now suppose in this example it can be seen that directly the question is given as in between division sign is said, but here now this minus 5 is not having any denominator. Okay, so how to write that number? So whenever during division, if a number is during division of rational numbers, if any of the number is not having denominator, it means that in denominator always 1 is present. Okay, so we can write it as minus 5 upon 1, now divided by minus 7 upon 16 equals to minus 5 upon 1. Now what we are going to do? We are going to change the sign, that is replace the division by multiplication. Now when we are replacing this division by multiplication, what changes will be there in this number? So it will become 16 upon minus 7. Okay, so next step will be now numerator to numerator multiplication. So minus into minus, sorry, minus into plus, it will become minus, then 16 5s are, so that is 80 upon plus into minus, so it will become minus, and 7 1s are 7. Now again both numerator and denominator is having same sign. Okay, that is negative sign, so our answer will be 80 upon 7. Okay, so that is a positive rational number. Okay, now next example. Now in this example it can be seen that our first number is given as a mixed fraction and second number is not having any denominator. So during such condition both the numbers should be written with denominator, and we can replace this mixed fraction as an improper fraction. Okay, so how to write it? Let us see it. So solution equals to, now 7 2s are 14. Okay, what changes we are making over here? So we are multiplying these two numbers, and whatever answer is coming we are adding with this one. Okay, so now 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 2 16, so your number will be now 16 upon 7. As here minus sign was present, so we have to continue that minus sign, then divided by, now here we have only minus 8, it is not having any denominator, so we will write it as denominator as 1 equals to. Now what will be the next condition? We have to replace this sign, so this minus 16 upon 7 will be as it is. When we are changing this sign, division as multiplication, what will happen? We have to take reciprocal of this number, so it will become 1 upon minus 8 equals to. Now again it can be seen that we can cancel these two numbers, that is 16 and 8. How? So 8 ones are 8 twos are. Okay, now our regular procedure, we will multiply the numerator with numerator, so minus into plus, that will be minus, then 2 ones are 2 divided by, now plus into minus, again minus, and 7 ones are 7. Okay, so it can be further written as 2 upon 7. So this is our final answer. Okay, now these all are simple divisions. Okay, now let us see whether we can have a different property or not. Now suppose we have an example in this way, that divide in bracket 3 upon 2 minus 7 upon 9, we have to divide it by minus 1 upon 2. Now remember that we can solve this one by two methods. First one by solving this bracket separately, and second one by using distributive law. So we are going to solve it by both the methods. Okay, let us see by first method. Now in first method, what we are going to do, we are going to solve this bracket first. Okay, so for that what we have to do, these both denominators are different, so we are going to take their LCM. Okay, so it can be written as 9 into 3 minus 7 into 2. We are solving it by cross multiplication method, divided by this 2 will multiply to 9, 2 into 9 divided by minus 1 upon 2. So it can be further written as, now 9 threes are 27 minus 7 twos are, so it is 14 divided by 2 nines are 18. Now keep this one in bracket, divided by minus 1 upon 2, then equals to. Now both the numbers are having opposite sign. Okay, so what we have to do, we will do subtraction. Now 27 minus 14, so it is 13 upon 18 divided by minus 1 upon 2. Now our next procedure will be, we will change this sign, that division as multiplication. So for that what we have to do, 13 upon 18 multiplied by, now this number we have to take its reciprocal, so it will become 2 upon minus 1. Now check whether we can cancel any numbers or not. So yes, we can do cancellation. 2 ones are 2 nines are. Okay, now we have to multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Okay, so 13 ones are, so it is 13 divided by plus into minus, so it will become minus, and 9 ones are 9. Now since numerator and denominator is having different sign, so this is our final answer. Okay, now the same question, now here while solving this one, we have solved it by solving the brackets separately. Now we are going to solve it by using a distributive property of division. Okay, so same question is there. Now in distributive property, what we are going to do, we will divide this 3 upon 2 first by minus 1 upon 2, and then we are going to divide this number by minus 1 upon 2. Okay, so let us see that one. Now solution equals to, so first what we will do, now remember that this is division, not multiplication. If this number is present after this bracket, so we have to consider this numbers first. Okay, so it can be written as 3 upon 2, then division sign is there, so divided by, now by what number we have to divide, so that is minus 1 upon 2. Okay, now next here minus sign is given, so we have to write here minus sign. Now minus what? So 7 upon 9. Now it will be divided by, okay, this division by what it will be divided? So it will be divided by again minus 1 upon 2, okay, equals to. Now we have learned a BODMAS rule. In BODMAS we are preferring to divide the numbers first, okay, rather than subtraction. Okay, now we know that we cannot do division between these two numbers, so what we are supposed to do? We have to change this division sign. So when you are changing this division sign, I am just highlighting it, that this division sign we are going to change. Okay, so what you will get in the next step? 3 upon 2. Now when you are writing this, instead of this division multiplication, we have to take reciprocal of the next number, that is it will become 2 upon minus 1. Then this minus 7 upon 9 as it is. Now again this division also we are going to convert as multiplication. So what number you will get further? So reciprocal of this number, so it is again 2 upon minus 1. Okay, so equals to. Now our regular multiplication, that is numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. So 3 2s are, so you will get it at 6. Sorry, before that it can be seen that we can cancel these 2's. Okay, so let us cancel that 2's. Okay, 2 1s are, 2 1s are. Okay, so now what you can do? 3 1s are, so you will get it as 3 upon, and plus into minus, minus 1 into 1, that will be 1. Now in between minus sign is there. Now here no cancellation is possible. Okay, so we have to multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Okay, so now 7 2s are, so you have to write it as 14 divided by, now plus into minus, so it will become minus. 9 1s are, so that is 9. Okay, now remember one thing, that here in between these two numbers which sign is present? Subtraction. So whenever addition or subtraction sign is present, we cannot do cross cancellation. Okay, during such time we have to do cross multiplication, or we have to find LCM. Okay, so right now I am going to do cross multiplication. Now how to cross multiply it? So equals to, now first this minus 9 will multiply with this 3. So what you will get? Minus 9 multiplied by 3. Okay, then we have to write this minus sign as it is, so I am writing that minus sign. Now what? This 14 will multiply with this minus 1. Okay, so 14 into minus 1. Now it will be divided by, this minus 1 will multiply to minus 9. So what you will get? Minus 1 into minus 9. Okay, equals to, now minus into plus, minus 9 3s are, that is 27. Then further now we can use this minus sign for 14. Okay, so minus into minus, it will become plus, and 14 1s are, that is again 14 divided by, now here minus into minus, so it will become plus. Next 1 into 9 will become 9. Now it can be seen that both the numbers are having opposite sign, that is 27 is having minus, 14 is having plus, so we have to do subtraction of numbers. Now 27 minus 14, so that equals to 13. Sign of greater number is minus, so we will write here minus upon 9. Okay, now remember that this minus 13 upon 9 can also be written as 13 upon minus 9, or minus you can write before the number 13 upon 9. Okay, all these answers are same. Okay, now let us confirm whether previously also we got same answer or not. So yes, we were having same 13 upon minus 9. So when we are solving it by bracket individually, then also you are getting same answer, and by applying the property also you are getting same answer. Okay, so this much is enough for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.